Hello and welcome to another Royal Reviewer live pop-up chat. How are you? How are you doing? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you've all had a really good day and you haven't been stressing yourselves out too much waiting for royal baby news. Now I do have two pieces of new information to give you. You may have seen some already over social media, but I'm going to go through them and hopefully explain them a little bit better, and we'll kind of go and work through them. So today is Wednesday the 1st of May 2019. Can you believe it is May already? My goodness, this year is just absolutely flying by. Now I'm going to go and find the chat room first because I want to say hello to you all. So hello to anybody who is watching out there. I will find you in a moment and then we will get started with the main point of the video. Okay, I can see you. By the way, some people may not be getting notifications because those of you who may not know, YouTube tends not to push out notifications if a channel posts more than 3 videos a day. It's probably so that you don't get swamped with notifications from one channel. And I have posted 3 videos today, one on Princess Anne, one on Catherine, and a separate one. So yes, I posted 3 videos already, so you may not be getting a notification, I don't know. So we're just waiting for a few people to come in. So most people will probably be watching this on catch up. So the main story today, well there's 2. One is that, well actually there's 3. One, that baby Sussex hasn't come yet. 2 is that Harry and Meghan have unfollowed all members of the royal family on their Instagram account, Sussex Royal. And it has been announced that Harry is intending to go on a pre-planned visit to the Netherlands in May. So we'll be reading all of those and kind of going through a few things. So first of all, I'm going to find the Instagram account, which now has 5.4 million followers. My goodness, can you believe it? 18 posts, 5.4 million followers, and following 16. Now I think that is down from about 24. Wasn't it resting on about 20? They were following 24. Well, it's gone down to 16. And here's why. So let's just click on the post. So I am reading, for those of you who want to know, it's just clicked off. It would, wouldn't it? I am reading this Instagram post of Harry and Meghan's, and it says, May is Mental Health Awareness Month in the US, and May the 13th to the 19th is Mental Health Awareness Week in the UK. So during this month in the US and the UK, it is Mental Health Awareness Week. To pay tribute to all the incredible work people across the globe are doing in this space, we are hoping to shine a light on several Instagram accounts that promote mental well-being, mental fitness, body positivity, self-care, and the importance of human connection. To not just hear each other, but to listen using your ears. There are countless organisations doing amazing work for mental health. Please consider the accounts we've highlighted as a small snapshot of this global support network. We are all in this together. We invite you to explore the extraordinary stories of strength and the commitment to kindness as seen in the above accounts. Each month, now this is the key bit, each month we will honour this same concept and change the accounts we solely follow based on a different theme or cause. Please go to our homepage and click following to see each of the select accounts and find out more about their work. Please note, images shared are from some of the handles we are now following. So, in a nutshell, what they've decided to do is to unfollow all personal accounts. So that includes the Kensington Royal, the royal family, all personal accounts, and they are only going to highlight each month. It will change up each month continually, a different topic. So at the moment it's mental health, so the accounts that they are following are shining a light on mental health awareness. It is no shade whatsoever on Catherine. It's not fueling any feud rumours. Meghan isn't snubbing the Queen. There is none of this. It is just a concept, and I think it's a really good idea and a concept. I think it has come from either Harry or Meghan or both themselves. I don't think this is something that's been cooked up by some of their staff. I think this idea has more than likely come from the heart, from Harry or Meghan or both themselves. Let me know what you think. Do you think it's a good idea? Do you think it does shine a light on these causes and topics? I mean, it's certainly having a more slimmed down following. It means that you can sort of look at and focus on a particular awareness each month, which is what they intend to do. Whereas if you compare that to the royal family or to Kensington Royal, they're following possibly hundreds of accounts at the moment. So it does kind of water things down, whereas this kind of keeps things a little bit more on focus. So I bet you all want to know which 16 they are following. And of course that may change throughout the month. We may see more added. We'll have to wait and see. So the first one they're following is Matt Haig. Now, if I just click on Matt Haig, who is Matt Haig? He is a #1 bestseller. And he has a new book called The Truth Pixie for worried kids everywhere. So he is an author that writes about mental health, and he's written a kids book. So there you go. Do go and check him out. With Hope UAE is another one. That's obviously a mental health charity in the United Arab Emirates. I Weigh is another one. Christine, Crisis. Crisis text line, which must be a crisis line that you can text to if you're going through any difficulties. The Class is another. Headspace. The Man Cave Australia. Super Soul. Black Mental Health Matters. Anxiety UK Official. Pandas UK. Oh, that's interesting. I'm sure pandas doesn't mean actual pandas. No, Pandas is a national charity supporting families coping with pre- and postnatal mental illness. There you go. I knew it wasn't meaning actual pandas. They had me going there for a moment. Hang on. I've just clicked off all my links. But you can go and peruse these at your leisure. I'm just whizzing through them. Kind Campaign, and I don't know all about these, so I will be going and clicking on these and learning about them, probably just like you will. Kind Campaign is another. BTW Foundation. Bryony Gordon. Now, Bryony Gordon did the interview, if you remember, with Harry, where she sat down in Nottingham Cottage and she interviewed him. And he gave a very candid interview about mental health. And that's the lady that he opened up to about his mother. Talkspace is another. And of course, Heads Together, which is the umbrella charity of a lot of the mental health work which the Royal Foundation do. So again, I just think it's a really interesting idea. It's an interesting concept. I don't know how long they're going to be doing this for. They haven't given a time frame on it, so I assume it's going to be an ongoing theme that they will keep changing up who they're following, which I think is quite a good idea. It's certainly new and it's interesting and it's fresh. So I want to see what you guys are saying. Let's just skip back up slightly and then I'll work my way down. A lot of people saying hello. Spirit Dancer says, I bet the Queen told the Sussexes to not comment on the other royals' posts like she did. Oh no, I don't think so. It's perfectly fine to wish a happy birthday. And don't forget, we have Charlotte's birthday coming up in hours time. So tomorrow, the 2nd of May, it's officially Charlotte's 4th birthday, Princess Charlotte of Cambridge. Some photos have leaked already. I'm not going to be sharing those photos until the official Kensington Royal account published them. And of course, the ones at the moment that have leaked aren't particularly good quality, and they have a big watermark going through them. So to me, that kind of spoils the whole effect. So you may have seen them already, but I'm going to wait until we actually get the proper photographs before I post those. So I'll probably be posting mine round about 12:30 a.m. here in the UK. So, please wait for the official photographs, the ones that aren't slightly blurry and grainy and watermarked. Christina says, isn't it a bit attention-seeking to come up with a plan? I don't think so. If you're calling the whole thing there a plan, I don't think it is. I think it's just an idea to highlight and focus on charities. Jane Eyre says Team Sussex really smart, and the rest of the Royals could do the same to highlight further good causes. It is a very interesting way of highlighting the causes. Andrew says, I love this tiara, thank you. It is the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. There we go. Can you see, look, they look a little bit like girls holding hands. See? There's the head, there's the hands and the skirt, and they're holding hands. Tiara back on. Ah, war paint. Christina says, personally I feel it's a bit weird, rather unroyal-like. It's just something that's not been done before. It doesn't mean it's unroyal-like, it's just something new. KPF US says, it's a good idea, but as a former journalist, it was easy to see negative spin. Positive spin would have been... Kelly says, good evening, love your tiara. I was wondering if you plan on visiting Windsor when baby arrives. Also, can you please give more info on the Countess of Wessex's trip? I did a whole video on the 2-day India trip, so do go and watch that. That was one of the 3 videos that I did today. So I put the 2 days together all in one video, and there's also some video clips too, so do go and check that one out. She was in India mainly about blindness and sight, so sight loss and blindness, especially in young children and babies in particular. So lots of work about screening and that kind of thing, but the video explains everything. And yes, I do plan to go to Windsor at some point during the summer this year. And I've lost where I was. Okay. Spirit Dancer says they wanted some private time with the baby, not announcing its birth is certainly private. Well, for those of you who think that baby has arrived, I don't think baby has arrived. Again, I'll clarify with the whole media being told once she's in labour thing. So that was actually leaked from a German news establishment. So all the media got a separate communication to the one that we got, which was like an operational announcement telling them what would happen. So they were told, the media was told, that they would be informed once Meghan goes into labour. Then they would be allowed, at that point, onto the long walk to do corresponding from. And then obviously, following that, there would be a press call round about 2 days later after the birth. But there was no mention of if the media would be informed if she'd had the baby. So it seems a bit weird to me, but this is what I'm gathering. The media will be informed once she goes into labour, but potentially won't be told that she's had the baby, but we will get a press call 2 days later. I don't know how that's going to unfold, but that's what we know for now. And that was, lots of royal reporters have said that is the case, that they will be getting notifications about when Meghan goes into labour. Some royal reporters have already been making their way to Windsor, I think just so they can be close to be there once the announcement comes. I don't think they've heard anything yet, otherwise that would have leaked somewhere. So no, I don't think they've had a secret baby yet. Becky Ray says, I thought it was very loving to wish Louis a happy birthday. There is no problem with that whatsoever. Kelly says, oh, sorry about that. I will go to check out those videos. Yes, I did one today. Barbara's talking about the Netherlands. We'll get to that in a little moment. Cookies and Cream says, I think it's a great idea to use their account to highlight the different causes. There's nothing attention-seeking about that. They're bringing needed awareness to causes. Exactly. Thank you about all the tiara comments. Becky Ray says, we really don't know what week she is in. I'm sure soon. She herself said late of April and early May. I would agree. I think we're imminent. I think we are imminent. Okay, we are also now going to be talking about the second piece of news that came out today, is that Prince Harry is still going ahead with his visit to the Netherlands. Now, I'm going to read the official press communication that was given to the press. So this is a royal communication notice. I'm not sure if you can see, but I'm reading an official royal communications, which is dated Wednesday the 1st of May 2019, and it says the Duke of Sussex will visit the Netherlands. The Duke of Sussex will visit the Netherlands on Wednesday the 8th and Thursday the 9th of May 2019, so it's a 2-day visit. While in the Netherlands, the Duke will undertake an official engagement in Amsterdam. His Royal Highness will then travel to The Hague to officially launch the 1-year countdown to the Invictus Games of The Hague 2020. So the Invictus Games are going to be in the Netherlands in 2020. So this is a cause which, of course, Harry is really enthusiastic about and more than likely does not want to miss. Does it indicate that baby's already been born? No. Does it indicate that baby is imminent? I would probably say so. I don't think he would be releasing this now if he didn't think that he could make it. If he thought there was a slim chance of making it, I don't think we'd see this. I think it is important to remember that if baby is late and we do go into the 8th and 9th of May with no baby, the likelihood is at that point he will probably withdraw from this engagement, as I'm sure everybody, including those at the Invictus Games, could probably understand. I think that would be understandable. So if baby is drastically late, I'm sure that he will cancel this engagement. However, if baby comes in the next few days, just to go away for a day and a half, 2 days, to do something that he's really passionate about and that he feels he needs that level of involvement in, is also okay. Doria will be with Meghan. That will all be perfectly fine. I suppose it does, in a way, kind of break the paternity, but like I say, this is a cause that is incredibly close to his heart, and I'm sure he passionately wants to do this, and I'm sure that Meghan would also be incredibly supportive too. So at the moment, he's down to going for this engagement, but if something happens in the meantime, he could potentially pull out of it. Let's see what people are saying. Do I think the baby's already out? No, and I've just told you why. Yes, May the 4th be with Meghan. Thank you for all the tiara comments. Jane Eyre is talking to Gucci, who says, I don't think it's strange speculation was repeated, insinuations twisted, none of this is anything to do with press. You're having a private conversation, that's fine. And no, I definitely don't think baby is here just yet. Jane Eyre says, due dates are all strange, I think, because there have been so many competing leaks and others were just trying to stir up trouble. But the only thing we do know is that round about the announcement date, which was just before they started the Australasia tour, it's usually about 3 months, the first trimester. So at that point, we can probably assume that she was round about 3 months. Yes, the Duke of York will also be at Windsor. He lives at Windsor, not Windsor Castle. But he does live in the grounds of Windsor Castle at Royal Lodge. Is baby name Allegra really possible? Anything is possible. Even Frogmella is possible. But it doesn't mean it's going to happen. I don't think we're going to be seeing Allegra. I know some people have been saying it's a brand of tablets or something in America. But no, it is an Italian name, and it is a name that is supposed to have been associated with Diana. Diana was supposed to favour that name if she'd had a girl. But I don't know. I think there's so many other possible names that they could call baby Sussex, boy or girl, that Allegra, I don't think, is up there for me with that, in terms of what they could choose from. Oh, it's too early to say anything about godparents. Probably, if I had to put money down, the Mulroneys and possibly Serena Williams, I think, is probably up there. If I had to stake anything on it. I don't think twins. That was it. Allergy pills. Apparently they're allergy pills. But no, I'm not thinking twins. Elderly Poodle says, because I've been trying to fill a gap with all the royal baby news. So on my Instagram and on my Royal Reviewer and Friends community page, I posted a few of my own baby photos. And Elderly Poodle says, I thought Countess Sophie resembled your mother. Yes, I can see a little bit. The blonde, definitely. And yeah, I can see that. How about the christening? We're still too early. We've not had the birth. Me for the Godfather, I would like that. But I don't think they're going to be thinking of me. Natalia says, where does Princess Beatrice live? No, Eugenie and Jack live at Kensington Palace. Yes, Eugenie and Jack moved to Kensington Palace in Ivy Cottage, which isn't too far away from Nottingham Cottage. But Eugenie and Beatrice did share rooms or an apartment at St James's Palace. So once Eugenie moved out, it is thought that Beatrice retained her accommodation at St James's Palace by herself. Gucci says, every morning I wake up, I'm Googling to see if she's had the baby yet. I think some people are setting their alarms in the night to wake up. Angelica says, you're looking fine. Love to all. Yes, love to all. Mwah. Oh, yes. So if you've only just joined, Princess Charlotte's 4th birthday tomorrow, and we are expecting... Oh, hang on. And we are expecting some photographs. Some have leaked. You may have seen them already. But I'll be posting them later on tonight once they've officially been released. Oh, I think we need somebody removing from the room. There we go. Amanda says, I'm so anxious for baby Sussex to be here. Don't be anxious. I'm sure baby will come when baby comes. Right. Some people are using bad language. We don't like bad language. Christina says, do you personally think the royals should be more open to the media, like back when Prince William was 2 and he was Diana and Charles in the garden? I think it's all about personal choice, whatever you're comfortable with. I do think that now that we have social media and the royal family have their own official channel, and they have their Instagrams and they have their Twitter handles, I think the royal family could produce more of their own content. I think they could take more photographs of their own at engagements. I think they could be less reliant on royal reporters and royal photographers. I think nowadays, where it's blatantly obvious, like 5 point whatever it was million people subscribed to Sussex Royal within a couple of weeks now, I think the interest is there that they don't need to rely so much on the traditional press to get their message out. People are sharing tweets. People are coming up with their own blogs and things. I don't think they need to do that as much. I think they can put out more of their own content, and I think that is the way that the royal family should be going with what they're doing right now, and hopefully we will see that coming a lot more. I would like to remind people in the chat that we are adhering to the royal family's community guidelines, which they did announce. So anybody using offensive bad language, using any words or phrases that are intended to upset and hurt other people will be removed, and blocked or timed out from the chat room. Margie Smith says, have some respect for others. No need for bad language. You are explaining everything. Thank you so much. You don't have to agree with the royal family. You don't have to like a member of the royal family. Just don't say it using swear words, racial words, any sorts of words like that. You can say that you don't like something, that you don't agree with something, but just use normal adult language, not swear words. There is no need. Jane Eyre says, good for you, we can all be kind. We can indeed. Christina says, do you think baby Sussex will be wearing clothes of Prince Harry's? Catherine has done that with George and Louis. She's obviously dug into the family wardrobes and dug out some of William's old clothes, which they have kept, and George has worn them. But in terms of will Harry do the same, I don't know. Again, that's up to individual parental choice. Okay. What happened to the Sussex Royal Instagram? They have cut down the people they're following from 24 down to 16. They've gotten rid of any personal accounts and they are focusing each month on a particular issue. So this month it's mental health. So all the people they're following is to highlight mental health charities or organisations or people that are involved in mental health. And then every month that's going to change up. So it's anticipated they will probably unfollow all of the 16 that they're following now and follow a new set of people to highlight a particular cause. Okay. Gucci says, they mentioned that Meghan recently took a helicopter to Frogmore from Kensington. Isn't it dangerous? I haven't heard that she took a helicopter from there. It wouldn't surprise me if she did. It's a good way of travel if you're in a hurry. Sandra says maybe they will pick an African name which has some significance to them both. I think for a first name we're probably going to be looking at something typically British, traditional, royal family based name. I think for a first name, whether it's a boy or a girl. In terms of middle names, anything is possible. So who knows? Okay, now I am going to go in a moment because we've spoken about most of the things that we want to speak about, and I've got some filming for some other videos to do as well. Alicia said, what's happening with Harry? He is going to visit the Netherlands to launch the Invictus Games 2020, and he will be going late next week. So people are saying, has baby been born? Well, we don't think so at this point. But Harry could pull out of that engagement if baby runs into those dates. Kinala says, in my humbled opinion, it might come from the US media culture that all these rumours, alleged feuds, etc. come up. Who knows where they're all coming from? Jane Eyre says, lots of Brits have mixed heritage too from all over the world. Yes, I mean, some people that have done these DNA testing things have found out that they have ancestry from literally all over the globe. It's people that you wouldn't have even thought. Michael says, since it's a late baby and Harry is travelling to Netherlands next week, ultimatum and name will be traditional royal name. People forget that the baby has grandpa. We really don't. I think traditional British name for first name. Christina says, what's my thoughts on the resignation of Labour Party MPs? Has there been any fresh resignations? I remember the ones a few months ago, but I'm not sure. Has there been any new ones? Have I missed them? Like I say, I haven't read the TIG, so I don't know what names she may have mentioned before, but if Gray was one, I don't know. Like I say, I'm still sticking by I think it will be a British traditional royal family name for the first name. But who knows, we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, I'm going to go now, so I hope you all have a fabulous evening or a fabulous day wherever you are, and I will pop up as soon as we hear anything. So please hit the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to share on social media, hit the notification bell, and please make sure you are subscribed to the channel. So